Oh my gosh, it's actually working. Holy. It's so funny because I was testing this out for like 3 or 4 hours and it's just the second I go live, everything breaks. Oh no, there's a little bit of a stream delay. Let me see if I can edit the quality real quick and that might make the delay a little bit less. I'm not the most, I'm a little quiet. Okay, I'll turn myself up. There, hopefully I'm not gonna hurt you guys' ears. I don't know what is going on. No! God, I was testing this out for so long and nothing works. Okay, let's edit the quality a little bit to figure this out. Settings. Okay, I think oh my gosh, what is happening on my game? Yeah, okay, so I hope this is good. I hope I'm not too loud or anything, but I literally was testing this out for like 3 or 4 hours and everything just broke on me the second I decided to start the stream. So I don't know what's going on, but I don't know what the heck. Anyways, I am in the inferior server because the other server was full and I'm in here and now I'm getting surrounded by chests and I don't know if you people are trying to break my computer or what's going on, but I don't know. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I was saying before, it's kind of funny with the new Roblox chat update how I could just hear everyone talking and I could just hear like the bubble pop, but there just is no words. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. A delayed stream. Okay, well I turned the quality a little bit lower, so I don't know if it's gonna help, but I'm not the most tech savvy in regards to like streaming and stuff like that, so I hope it works. I don't know. I don't know. It's wild. Okay, anyways, I think it's time to get this show on the road. So I'm just gonna go over here and I'm gonna sit down. And hopefully my computer doesn't decide to crash because you guys are spamming probably 500 chests on my screen. That would be pretty nice. I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, but hi everyone. It's been a very long time. It's been like 3 years since I've last live streamed. It's kind of been a crazy few years. I'm graduating college, so that's something. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a very long time. It's been a really long time since I've even played Felandia, if I'm being honest. Like, I hop in the game sometimes, but usually just for like a few seconds before just leaving. Yeah, college. Yeah, I'm an animal biology major. If any of you guys are studying biology, you know how difficult it can be sometimes, so I basically just disappeared off the face of the earth. Oh my gosh, I moved over here and now the chest went from in the middle of the cave to on the side of the cave. Of course. But yeah, I took a very long break from development and everything like that, and so I'm coming back now. I'm here now, but it's been a long, yeah. It's been a bit of a rough 3 years. Good old Felandia. Yeah. Honestly, this game is just so nostalgic to me. It's just like I know that the models are very outdated and everything, but it is still very nostalgic to me, and I do really like seeing you guys still continue to play it even to this day. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with this night bot, but I'm gonna need to fix it because I don't know if there's gonna be a evil bot uprising or something. Like, like I don't know what it's thinking. Since when did Roblox add AI that started summarizing chat? Honestly, I have no idea. It's so weird because it's like spamming the chat. The players are asking others to stop placing chests in the game. I'm probably such a boomer at this point because I also haven't really played Roblox in like over a year. So like all these new updates are all just so new to me. Like I've been developing on Wolf Story for like honestly a little over a year at this point. I can't type in stream because of bots. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm starting to think this Nightbot thing is like actually evil. I added it because I was like, okay, yeah, we don't have any moderators for the stream, and then like it could like help moderate a little bit, but it seems to be deleting people for like no reason. Yeah, so hopefully future streams are a little bit more smooth. Apparently testing it out for 4 hours doesn't work. There's still gonna be issues. I don't think I'm gonna crash. My frame rate is still going pretty good. It's just kind of funny. All I see are white sparkles. Anyways, yeah, so I figured I might as well get this stream actually started now. I know talking in Felandia is, like, cool and all, but you guys probably want to, like, actually see stuff from, like, the new game I've been working on. We've already seen all this, I mean, mind you, I haven't seen this many people crowding around in Felandia in a long time, but, like, yeah, okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So before I show you guys anything, just know, I guess, like, 2 things. No more brain rot. Thankfully, it's not gonna be a brain rot game. Two things to keep in mind. One, everything that you guys are gonna see is a very early work in progress. There is a bunch of placeholders that I need to, like, replace and that kind of thing. The map is, like, a big work in progress. I actually, like, was working on the same map for, like, 2 months, and then the other day I just was like, I'm not very happy with the map, so I'm just gonna start to remake it for some reason. Now I'm remaking the entire map, so a lot of things need to, yeah, a lot of things are just placeholders. And yeah, and also keep in mind too, like, this game isn't Felandia. Like, I love Felandia, and Felandia has a special place in my heart, but it is a different game, so just keep an open mind. Some features that you guys might like in Felandia might not be in this game right now. This game is pretty bare bones. It doesn't really have many features right now, but we're looking to, like, start adding more. It's just a lot of work. A lot of work. Okay. Anyways, I should probably mention, if you guys have any questions, if you're a part of the Stargirl Studios Discord, you can ask them in the Q&A channel. And additionally, I also, like, I'm not very tech savvy, but there's a chat for the stream, and I set up a little Q&A panel. I don't know if you can submit questions through that too, but some of you guys have been, so if you guys could figure out how to do that, I can answer the ones in there too. But yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm gonna switch tabs to Roblox Studio because that is what I'm doing. Let's see here. The entire stream is just gonna be hearing people digging chests and looting them, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Okay. Alrighty. So yeah. Anyways, this is the first place that we're working on. Don't mind. Obviously there's no map and there's nothing to do, but basically this game is going to be kind of like Felandia, in which you join into like this kind of like customization place before actually heading like into the main world. So yeah, I mean, there's some things here. There's a lot to unpack. A lot to unpack. But yeah. So if I play, and hopefully it doesn't break as soon as I'm about to show you guys what the heck is going on. So as I said, lots of placeholders. Some things are... I'm probably gonna mute the game for now. So you guys don't have to hear both the volume and the Felandia chest digging. You guys can just hear the chest digging. It's great. Well, actually, no. I'll mute the chest digging. I'll give you guys some peace, and I'll have like the sound from this. Okay. So as I've said, a lot of placeholders in the game. A lot of UI elements have to be changed and stuff like that. I actually just replaced the play, edit, and friends borders the other day, actually. But the premise is you go into the main game and everything. You get to see your character list on the side. And every single character, it's not really like Felandia where you create different like you save a character and then load it and you have different like files and stuff like that. But every single character is supposed to be its own kind of like its own like character per se, and you can edit them at any time you guys want. And don't mind that icon, it is a placeholder. As I've said, there's gonna be many placeholders. It looks so bad. I think it's from like some kind of Roblox asset pack or something. But yeah, you can create like new saves and loads right here under like outfits. But as far as your different wolves go and your level and that kind of thing, as well as your affinity, which I'll get to that, it basically is just you create individual characters. Yeah. And yeah, thank you guys for all the support. I see you guys talking about it in the chat, and it's really sweet. And I apologize for the delay. I don't know how to fix it. Yeah. So anyways, you go into the game and you can see like changelog and stuff like that. It's all very bare bones, daily gifts. There'll also be like other things up here in the future. Like I want to add like some artwork and stuff like that. It's a very, very early alpha. I mean, we've been hard at work for like 7 or 8 months on this, but there's still like a lot of work to do. So yeah, you can start, you can create a new wolf. So one thing to keep in mind, yeah, I am telling stories. One thing to keep in mind is that when you create a wolf, this screen will pop up. And it's kind of like Felandia, where you can essentially choose like what pride you want to be in, but instead of prides, it's these things called affinities. And affinities aren't necessarily like, I'm not going to go too deep into like the lore of the game or anything like that, because I could be sitting here for like the next 6 hours just explaining it, and I kind of want you guys to unpack it in the actual game. But essentially, they're kind of based around like constellations and like I guess like birth signs or like astral kind of signs, where essentially depending on which month your wolf is born in, you're gonna be one of these 4 like affinities or signs. And each of these different groups or different affinities, I guess, have their own kind of, I guess, like overall like personality archetype, but then they also just have like their own, like in like the future in the game, they're gonna have like their own like abilities and stuff like that, and if that makes any sense. So yeah, so you have Tideborn, Starborn, Voidborn, and Dawnborn. And essentially the whole premise is Tideborn is kind of based around like the moon, and it's kind of it's almost like Lunaris in a sense from Felandia. Dawnborn is based around the sun, and it's honestly kind of like Solaris from Felandia. But then you got Starborn and Voidborn, in which Starborn is based around just like stars, and it's like the more like herbalism group, more with like kindness and that kind of thing. And then Voidborn are more like based around black holes and just like kind of like, yeah. I'll let you guys see more about this in game, but yeah. So anyways, sorry if the music keeps coming in. I keep alt tabbing so I can see the chat. Let me see if I can actually put this on my other monitor. As I've said, I'm not like a pro live streamer. I never do this. It's been like 3 years. But yeah. So the main premise of like these 4 groups is kind of just have giving your wolf a little bit more identity that's different from the way that they look. And you know, it's like there's a lot that I want to do with this. Like, I can go all and all about that too, about how I want each of them to have like their own kind of like identities and like accessories that you can collect that are like Tideborn themed, Starboard themed, and like the different home worlds. Like the first world I'm working on is called Whisper Woods, is based mostly around like Starborn wolves, but but yeah. Yeah, see our questions. I will look at the questions after I kind of go over like the main, I guess, customization, because that might answer some of your questions first. But yeah. So you choose one of these. And then you select it. And then, as I've said, it's very bare bones. It's very, very, very bare bones. Okay, but you go into the customization screen, and it's kind of divided into like two things. You can customize your actual wolf in the first panel, and then on the next panel you can like dress it up. You can like put collars and bandanas and hats and stuff on it. And yeah, there's a lot of things to collect. Keep in mind there's going to be a lot more when the game actually comes out, but I've been pretty much working on this like non-stop. Like I believe right now there's over 100 different things to collect. But yeah, it's like you can search up different items, you can get different skins and all sorts of fun stuff here. Yeah. So anyways, yeah. I will say one kind of limitation about Wolf Story is that as you guys seen, it's kind of using like an actual mesh model. So you can't like customize like each part individually, which is kind of annoying, and that's kind of just a Roblox limitation. At least until they add these things called Z indexes to surface appearances, but I won't go too deep into that because half of you are probably like, what the heck do you mean? But basically it's just the ability to like layer textures on top of each other. The Roblox engine does not allow us to do that, which kind of sucks, but if it ever allows us to do that, then we're gonna of course update this and allow you to do a little bit more. But yeah, there's I believe right now there's over at least like 40 or 50 like coats in the game is what we're calling them. They're called coats. I might sometimes call them skins, but they're called coats. And then yeah, you can select them, you can go in, and then you can like color them. Kind of like it just kind of colors underneath. But you'd be surprised how many things that you can do with that. I've seen already a lot of very, very creative things, so. But yeah, you can go in, you can customize your eyeballs. There's a lot of different eyes you can actually collect right now. I want to make some more. But yeah, there's tails. Like Sundown Island, there will be hybrids in this game. In fact, I'm actually remaking all the hybrids from Sundown Island. So right now, like obviously there's Raptor Wolf that's already in the game. It comes with its like own pair of skins. It has skins for a tail, it has custom ears and everything. I don't want to spoil too much, but that's kind of the gist of the whole customization system. And there will be more too, like we're gonna add on to it over time. But yeah, you can go in, you can actually customize the color of the accessories, which you can't do in Felandia, I don't think, right now, by the way, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, you can customize it. And I will say too, it's pretty cool to be using an actual like meshed model, because the accessories are actually rigged to the model, and from a technical standpoint, it's a lot easier to use than these things called welds that we used in Felandia. So, I don't know. If any of you guys are Roblox devs, you would understand that it's a little bit better to use that than welds, but I'm pretty excited about it. So yeah, you can customize your name and description, you can finish. And that's pretty much the gist. Oh, thank you. I really like the background. That's pretty much the gist of the customization right now. There's obviously going to be a lot more over time, but as I've said, very early alpha state. Like, this game is so early. But yeah. Okay. So before I head into, I guess, like the map or whatever, the first map, I do want to like take some questions. So let me take a look here. I'm gonna switch back to Felandia. Why not? There, you guys can hear the digging sounds again. Okay, people got bored. People are dancing now. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what the customization looks like right now. There's obviously going to be a lot more with time that we want to add. It's very bare bones, I know, but I was merged with you. I wonder where he went. I think he's actually coding on the game as we speak right now. There's actually a lot of things that we've been doing every day, but... Okay, I'm gonna take some questions. I'm gonna start out with the questions in the Discord, actually, because, here. Okay. So in the Discord, there's only a few questions. There's only a few. But I will do my best to answer them. So the first question is from, I think it's Cases. You could laugh at me if I'm pronouncing your username wrong. I'm terrible at pronouncing usernames. But they're asking, will there be lore like how there is in Flealand? And no, that's not a typo. They called it Flealand. And the answer to that question is yes, there will be lore like how there is in Flealand. There's gonna be NPCs, there's gonna be quests, there's gonna be all sorts of different mysteries that you can uncover. So yeah. And then the next question is from Vivian. I can pronounce Vivian at least. Will there be any wings? And the answer to that question is on release. There are not. Yeah, people are chest stacking again. On release, there's not going to be any wings, because we want to make sure that we aren't necessarily like I know in Felandia there was a little bit of a problem where people would go and use the wings to like just skip a lot of content in the game. Like they would just go and fly to NPCs, and it gave them kind of a little bit of an advantage in like finding chests and stuff like that too. So like we want to find a way to implement flying, as in it's not going to completely I guess like hurt the game and like make it a little bit less like enjoyable, but then also like add flying into the game. If that makes any sense. I'm really bad at wording things, but TLDR, we want to add wings. Wings will be added. We just don't know how we want the actual flying system to work, because I don't want people to like skip different areas or be able to fly really fast to NPCs before any people get there and that kind of thing. And it's also not going to really be like Felandia 2, where you have to pay for it, or we have to get like a certain level and things like that. I've been kind of toying around the idea of maybe like unlocking it like through a quest or something like that instead. I really didn't like how when Felandia had flying, there was like the whole rent, you had to like rent your wings. I like, I don't know. I didn't really like that, but yes, there will be flying, just not right away. Will there be things such as dens or packs? On release, no, but I actually do have a Trello of basically everything in the game that we want to add. And there is going to be both dens and packs, just not implemented right away. As for dens, we learned a lot from the Felandia den system. We kind of want to make a system where instead of finding dens around the map, we kind of want to have a system where maybe you can like place your den wherever you want, and then maybe people can just like go and like teleport once they're inside of it or something like that. I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, I don't want to make it so it's like there's just a bunch of dens in the map, because we found it very laggy, and also there were some den spots that were like better than others, and then it just caused a lot of problems. So But yes. Is there gonna be items you can hold / use for role playing? That is something that I also put on the Trello, so eventually, yes. We're also gonna want to make an inventory system in which you can just like click on them and then be able to like hold them in your mouth and stuff like that, just as like a cosmetic if you want to. So I think that'll be neat. I'm kind of avoiding making like too many mouth accessories for that reason too. Like in Felandia, a lot of accessories are like, oh, you like hold a flower in your mouth, and like it has a really cool premise to it, but I think it would be cooler if you could actually like find a flower on the map and actually pick it up instead of having an accessory like that. So I'm hoping to like do something like that. Alrighty, a question from Carbon or Sophia Rainbow 1608. Will there be seasonal events in the game like a summer event, Christmas event, etc.? Yes, there will be. I love holidays. I love Halloween is like my favorite, so there definitely will be. Probably even excessively. Like probably we'll do the thing again where like the entire map gets like switched over or something crazy. Because I'm just funny that way. Okay, Lazarus or X Looney Solus says, since it's closer to an MMORPG type of game, will there be a skill tree or something of sort for a leveling up system? Also, is there going to be player versus player? As for the skill tree, honestly, we don't know. We know that we want combat to be implemented into the game, but we're not really quite sure how we want to implement it yet, or if there's going to be a skill tree or something like that. And as for PvP, I don't think there's going to be PvP. Like I don't. But maybe there could be like some kind of like little like arena or something like that where you can do it just for fun, but only in like a very specific spot, because I don't want people to like grief each other and just like go into the game and start fighting each other. Like maybe as like some kind of like funny thing that you can do in a very specific area, sure, but okay. Arcus or Fossshire says, do Dawnborn and Tideborn gods beef? I would say that none of the affinities have beef with each other because they're not really packs or anything like that. They're more so like just like birth signs, I guess you could say. So like they'll each have like their own, I guess bleh. I am having something here. But yeah, they're gonna have like their own kind of identities and things like that, but they're not really lore-wise, they're not really having beef with each other, no. So will you make different heads and body parts for the wolves? Says K-Sis again, or Nezra. And as for this, as of right now, there actually is a fox that you can get. And I'll show you guys. There is a fox morph. Like, genuinely, like it just turns you into a fox. As for other animals, not yet, but it is something to maybe play around with someday. I just want to make sure that we aren't straying too far away from, like, canines and, like, canine-derived animals, because the animations might look a little bit weird on, like, other creatures. But yeah, I mean, I'll get to that in a second. Okay, now before I get too carried away, I'm gonna take a pause on the questions right now. Here. I'm gonna take a pause on the questions right now, and then after I show you guys the map a little bit, I am going to take questions mostly from YouTube. Because you guys did put some in here too, and I feel like I'm neglecting the YouTube. Okay. There's a lot of questions. But we'll take a bit of a pause on it, and I want to show you guys what I've been working on, so... I will switch into my studio. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. So, as I've said earlier, I had this this kind of dumb idea to go ahead and so I was working on one map for like over a month. And then I woke up a few days ago and I was like, I'm not really happy with the map. So I'm gonna remake the entire map. Which is kind of crazy. So there isn't really a lot to see here right now because as I've said, I'm literally in the process of remaking it and I'm hoping to have it done maybe by like today, tomorrow, like I don't know. I plan to spend a good few all-nighters on this, but so yeah. In Wolf Story, it's not really going to be like Felandia, where in Felandia you go and there's like different like sections of the map, like you can go in the swamp biome, the snow biome, and whatever things like that. It's more so going to be like Forest Tales or Sundown Island, in which you go into a map and then it's like there's still gonna be like little biomes and like places to explore. But the maps are more so going to be like have a certain theme to them. So that the theme of this map is it's called Whispered Woods. So it's like going to be mostly like a forest map. It's going to have just like carnivorous forests, and it's also going to have maybe like some birch forests and that kind of thing. As I've said before too, the maps are kind of based around the different affinities of wolves. So this specific map is kind of like the home of like the starborn wolves mostly, because there's a lot of, if I zoom in, there's like a lot of like mushrooms and like different herbs and things like that. It's more so meant to be kind of like a beginner hub kind of area, kind of like Wolftopia in Sundown Island. And yeah, so I just started working on this not too long ago, so it is pretty small right now, but as I said, I'm working on it. So yeah, it's kind of like Wolftopia. Like you spawn right here on the little spawn. I don't know why there's two Auroras. I'll get rid of the other one. I don't know what was going on there. But basically, it's like Wolftopia where you have the different portals that will lead you into different worlds. On release, because this game is coming out into a very early alpha, there's only going to be one world, unfortunately, but we're hoping to get out other ones as soon as we can. But yeah, this map is called Whisper Woods, and as I've said, it's kind of the beginner-friendly hub kind of area for new players that join the game. They'll join into this. We have like concepts for like there's gonna be like little quest NPCs, like tutorial NPCs that are kind of around here and about that'll tell you to like, oh, go gather like 10 mushrooms. So, oh gosh, all I hear is Felandia in the background. People are like gifting me things. Yeah, so hopefully it doesn't break when I decide to test it. But okay. So as I said before, it's once you create your wolf, you enter into the world of Whisper Woods. And as I said, this map is a very big work in progress, so it might look entirely different by the time you guys decide to load into the game. It's like, I'm already seeing one broken thing. These butterflies are supposed to move. They're just not moving. Okay, so that's one thing we gotta fix. Are the fish moving? I didn't make a swimming animation yet, just FYI. There are fish in the game. Oh, okay, so the fish are moving, but the butterflies aren't moving. Okay, well, that's one thing gonna- Okay, you're working on them. I was like, wow. Yeah, so anyways, apologies for getting distracted. I am very ADHD coded. I just downright have ADHD. so things just are everywhere. But yeah, you load into Whisper Woods, and this is kind of the starting location. There isn't really a lot right now. There are a few NPCs that you can talk to. I'm going to leave that for you guys to talk to them though, because I don't want to spoil anything. But from these portals, you can go to the different worlds. And in different worlds, it's not really going to be like Sundown Island where they're like reskins of each other. You're going to actually have to go into different worlds to get like certain resources. So from this map, you might be able to find things like mushrooms or like different like plants and things like that. But if you want to get like more like tundra like themed items, you might actually want to actually go to like the tundra themed world, if you know what I mean. But yeah, you spotted. It looks pretty nice. As I've said, we're working on it. One interesting fact about these trees is if you look, it's not really windy in the game right now. It kind of like changes up depending on what the current weather is. But one thing you'll notice is if you look pretty closely at them, you'll see that they actually kind of sway back and forth. Like the tree itself sways. It's not like Felandia where only the leaves like somewhat sway, but you can see like the actual trees kind of sway back and forth. And this is a very small detail, but like it took me probably like 8 hours. Like I had to go in and like weight paint every single tree and like make sure that they deform properly. And okay, don't mind me. I'm just showing you guys my trees. But yeah, so the UI is a little bit different than Felandia. We're aiming for a more minimalistic style where we don't have a bunch of icons on the side of the screen. So you have your little backpack at the side, and as I've said, icons and stuff like that. Placeholders, we want to make it a little bit more detailed, but right now this is what we're working with. And yeah, so don't mind the chat. On the left side of their screen, you can see like this is like where different things from Felandia would go. Like you have your servers, your friends. You can go back to home. You can swap out your character, your inventory, and things like that are also going to go on here. It's just kind of just a basic hub for all of the icons that would go on the side of the screen. But you can actually hide them now, which is great because in Felandia, there's just a bunch of things on the side of the screen, which is actually crazy. And yeah, so that's one thing. I'm happy. And then you got your icons. And don't mind the settings, as that's another placeholder icon, but very similar to Felandia once again. You can sit, lay, you can do all your actions. And things like that too. You can also like disable your head turn if you want to take a picture with some friends. And yeah. I apologize. I'm not the best at showing you guys, but I hope that this is kind of doing an okay job. And then as inspired by Warrior Cats Ultimate Edition, and everything like that. I love that game. They did a very good job for like movement in general. We made it so you can like change up your speeds, so you can like crouch around and be like really sneaky. Or you can just like run and like canter and stuff. So footstep sounds, don't mind those. They're a big work in progress too. They just got added in like a few days ago. But yeah. This is a little bit of work in progress, but this is going to be the accessory shop. So you'll be able to actually talk to this NPC and like buy accessories directly in the game. In the future, you're gonna also be able to sell items to this specific NPC, so that's pretty cool. And then, yeah. There's a lot more to show you guys too, but I figured I'd give a little bit of a teaser. But anyways, I figure it's time for me to probably take more questions. Sorry to interrupt you guys with my tree tangent. Let's switch back to Felandia. There we go, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, I don't know what is going on with Nightbot. I have no idea what is happening. It's crazy. Okay, so time to answer more questions, and I'm gonna answer some from YouTube because YouTube, I've been neglecting YouTube. Will wolf story items cost money, and will we get subspecies again? Well, I answered half of that in showing you guys like the wolf customization, but yes, there's gonna be subspecies. And wolf story items for the most part are not going to cost money, but it's going to be like Felandia, where if you want to support the development of the game, there can be like a few different knickknacks here and there that you can buy. But we're trying to make it so that most accessories for the most part are accessible within the game, so that's pretty cool. What level of customization should we expect to see later on in the game's development? One thing I really want to add, which I said here before, is I want to have the ability to like layer textures on top of each other. So like you could have like a base skin, and then if you wanted to like put stripes on it or something like that, that would be really cool if you could do that. But Roblox hasn't added that yet. So if there's ever an update where they decide to add that feature, I will advocate to have that in ASAP. I can't say I'm gonna add it because I don't code, I'm just the artist of the operation, but I will definitely bug IU about it. so yeah, that is something I definitely want to add in the future. And then I also, I guess, want to add another thing that would be cool is something I need to experiment with, but I think it'd be really cool if we kind of made use of like the new vertex editing that Roblox has added in like the past year to maybe make it so you can like make your tail bigger or like make your head or eyes bigger or things like that. Kind of like Skyrim, where you can like change up your proportions a little bit. But as I've said, these are all going to be coming in like maybe updates and very experimental. It might not even be possible to do what I want to do, but it's things that I'm thinking of. How would you deal with the recent competition with other wolf games? Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't really know how to answer that one. But it's, I feel like there's always been competition. Like, even when we started to make games, like, even back in the days of Sundown Island, like, there were Wolves Life 3, there was, like, a bunch of them, so I just think that competition is always something that exists. And I'm all for supporting my fellow developers too. Like I know this might be a little bit early to share this, but I actually talked to Furia a little bit earlier, and we're gonna be doing a little bit of affiliate. We're gonna be affiliated with the game Island of Mezai, from the creators of Island of Meza. So it's more so we're hoping to support other creators rather than see them as competition. But I definitely get what you're saying. We hope there will be people that will come in and enjoy our game, and other games too. But yeah. Oh my gosh, I've been yapping. Is there an estimate for when a playable build will release? We're thinking, and this might be optimistic, but we're thinking in like two to 3 weeks. We're getting pretty close to releasing the game. I do have a lot of work to do, and I will have to pull a bunch of all-nighters in the next few weeks, but we've squashed a lot of bugs, and there's just a few more things that we have to flesh out before a pre-alpha build can release. I will say though, oh gosh, I'm losing my train of thought. I got distracted again. But yeah, I will say, our startup is going to be a little bit slow because Roblox released this new thing where it's like you need 500 dedicated players to appeal to the under 16 years old audience. So we're hoping that the initial build, we're gonna have a smaller player base that we can kind of like get feedback from and kind of expand the game that way before having a more big release when we can actually go to like the under 16 audience, because I feel like most people on Roblox are under the age of 16, and our game at the end of the day is kind of best suited for kids, and it's just so sad that they can't enjoy it right away, but it's something that we kind of have to work towards. Sorry, I got distracted. There was just a bunch of bubbles popping up in the game, and I was like, ooh, shiny. Oh gosh. I will continue answering questions. What will the minimum age be for mod apps? So we are already doing moderator applications right now in the Discord. I'm going to be taking on some trial administrators in like the next few days actually. And I will say bad news for some of you guys, but overall better for the future of the Discord. The minimum age will be 18 plus, so you will have to be 18 years old to apply. Just so just keep that in mind. But if it's something that you're interested in, you can go check it out. And beta testing or a demo? Will there be beta testing or a demo? There will be beta testing, well, potentially there will be beta testing. As I've said before, Roblox released this new feature that makes it so we can't technically have our game appeal for all audiences until we get 500 players. So we're thinking it's either take the chances, release the game, and then have people over the age of 16 just test out the game before we push a more widespread release, or we can just take a few steps back and maybe have open up the game to I guess early like supporters and like people all like on the Discord server right now. I'm not too sure about that, but I'll keep you guys updated. It's Vivian asks, will there be separate servers like Felandia had roleplay? Yes, there actually is separate servers right now. I actually didn't show you guys the server list, but there are two kinds of servers right now. There's just like the public servers, which are available for everybody, and you just join public and it just takes you to a random server with people in your age group and also like to your friends and stuff like that. And then there's the dedicated servers, which are like, they're not technically roleplay servers, but they're kind of meant to be used in a more roleplay like way. If you have like a community of players and you just want a server for yourselves to roleplay in, then you guys can go into one of the dedicated servers. But this is kind of how it's working. I do wish more people played in the roleplay servers, because I really, like, when we made them for Felandia, I was really intending for people to use them for RP purposes, but really nobody played the roleplay servers. And that's really sad, because I really liked the roleplay servers, and I thought they were a cool idea. If you wanted a break from, like, the grind and stuff like that, you could just go RP, but, like, I don't know. People just didn't play them. Falio X7X says, will you be able to harvest stuff? When the game releases, the only, I guess, thing that you can harvest off the bat are chests. Yes, we're adding chests back in the game. I thought they were really cool. I really liked chests in Felandia. But the chests are a little bit reworked. Like, for example, they aren't going to be the main way of getting coins in the game. They are going to be the main way of getting coins, like, to start, but they aren't going to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go grind chests for levels and things like that. They're more so meant to be kind of, like, extra on top of the other things that you're doing. So when we add things like prey or things like fishing, those are going to be the main kind of ways to get levels and coins and things like that. But if you find a chest while doing those activities, then it's just a little bit of, like, extra for you, and it's, yeah, it's cool. Can chests be client-sided? I'm not going to lie, that's a question to ask the programmer. I'm just an artist, and I have no... Okay, yeah, I know he said they are client-sided. I was so... like, I have no idea. But yeah, it's not really like, I hate FedEx time zone. I'm sorry, okay, I'm sorry. I will hand out the wings soon, I promise. I promise. But yeah, the chests are kind of meant to be an additive. I didn't like how in Felandia, how people would go and find chests, and they were all like, oh yeah, I gotta grind chests for like 10 hours. That's so boring, okay? I want there to be a little bit more to do, but in the alpha build, unfortunately you guys are going to be grinding chests, so I'm sorry. We're working as fast as we can. But yeah. I will say too, in the alpha the levels will be capped. So you won't be able to grind to be like level 200 or whatever just from grinding chests. You're gonna be capped. I think the cap right now is like level 20. So, I mean, that's a plus. You're not gonna really feel the incentive to grind a million chests, but... Okay. Will there be NPCs like Cal and Boots from Felandia and Wolf Story? There are. I do want to make NPCs, but I want to make them a little bit like less. I want to make them a little bit less of like a I wouldn't really say a challenge because it wasn't really a challenge to like run to the NPCs. I want to make them just a little bit like I guess for one, easier to find, and for two, try to like make a way where like we can incentivize people to find these NPCs without necessarily like making like a big thing around it where it would annoy players and kind of interrupt role plays and stuff like that to go find them. If that makes any sense. Because I remember in the early days of Felandia, Boots would spawn, every single person in the entire map would just run and go find this cat. And believe me, I love Boots. Boots is my pet cat in real life, but like it's just I don't know. It was fun, but it gets kind of old, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Alrighty. I'll answer a few more questions, I think. I kind of was planning to end this stream at 8:15-ish, but I think I'm gonna end it at like 8:15 because we had a little bit of a delay. Yeah, the stream is a little bit delayed right now, but I think, for like the next live stream, I'm going to make sure that it's not as delayed. I just don't know how to fix it right now. Okay, so Thalio. Oh wait, I already answered that question. Muzzled K9 says, will staff and mods get exclusive accessories that may be available to other players? And my answer to that is right away, probably not. I mean I am planning on making a custom skin for myself, but that's more so because just out of fun. Yeah, like I mean, I could probably give it out to some people. I mean, I don't see why not. So sure, staff and mods will get exclusive accessories. I just haven't thought that far yet. Like, I do want to make some accessories for, like, staff, and things like that, because, I do think they deserve to have some form of compensation for helping out the game and things like that, but... And then the last question from the YouTube before I head back to the Discord and fly through those is also from Muzzled K9, which I see you talking in the chat. Will there be a rep system? And my answer to that question is no, there will not be a rep system. I did not like the reputation system. I did not like the Felandia reputation system. So the reason why we added reputation to start is so if you were like grinding out chests or like showing a new player how to play the game or like doing things for the community and like helping people out, it was meant to be kind of like a, oh yeah, here's like a reputation coin for like helping me out and doing a good job, and it was like meant to like, I guess, kind of be a way to like support each other as like a player base. But then it turned into this whole thing where people would just like they would just flock together and start like begging people for reputation coins, and honestly it just wasn't that great. Like it defeated the intended purpose. It turned into rep trading. It was not great. Yeah. it was a good idea because it was like, oh my gosh, there's lots of particles. It was a good idea because it's like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna help out this new player, and like they're gonna ask like, oh yeah, how do I get here? And then you go and you show them, and then they can give you a little reputation coin as like a compensation for being nice. But it turned into just give me rep coins and give me rep coins right now and give me so many rep coins. So. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go to Discord and answer some more questions. I think we're actually almost done the questions, which is great because then I could do the deed of handing people out wings, and I hope you guys line up in a straight line when that happens because I am not the fastest typer, but alrighty. Well, okay, so I'm taking a look. So Merxy or Falio WW says, how many accessories would be stackable, and would there be different hairstyles in the game or fur coats? I think right now you can have... Why do I not remember this from the top of my head? I think right now you can have, like, it's either 2 or 3. I think it's 3 accessories of each slot. So, like, for example, you can have, like, 2 or 3 accessories that are, like, hat accessories, but then you can still, like, add accessories onto, like, your face, for example, like glasses or things like that. So yeah. Don't quote me on that, though. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3. But yeah, they are going to be stackable, and it's meant to be kind of like a system that advocates you to have like hat accessories, body accessories, feet accessories all like separately, but then not be able to like put so many on at once that it causes lag for the rest of the server. So, alrighty. So will there be so Skeppers or Skeppy GHJO asks, will we be allowed to cosplay? And honestly, I see no problem with cosplaying. Feel free to cosplay to your heart's extent. Feel free to cosplay. I like cosplay. Are there any cosplayers in my server right now, actually? Oh my god, there's Boots! There's a Boots cosplay! There's a Boots cosplay right here. Honestly, shout out to MalMit3NZ. Yeah, I got noticed. Yeah, you're a good cosplayer. Oh, there's also a Flygon cosplay. Oh my gosh, what is going on with your head? Okay. You can't do that in Wolf Story, guys. You can't do that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, okay. Oh my gosh, look, there's Clay from Wings of Fire. I love that. I'm telling you guys right now, I remember being in elementary school, and I'm old because I'm like 22 now, but I remember being like 13 years old, and like I read the Wings of Fire books as they came out. Like the first 6 books in like the first series, like they were still coming out, and I was reading them, and I loved them so much. So I do love Wings of Fire. Very fond memories, very fond memories. Yeah. Good days those were. Okay, so time to continue on it, on the train. Is the map currently for Wolf Story as big as Flealand or bigger? Says our friend Lazarus or ex-Looney Solus. And honestly, the map for Wolf Story right now is smaller, because as I've said before, we're kind of aiming for like a multiple map format where you can like go to different worlds and kind of explore and like farm in like different places, as opposed to just having one map. So in the future, it's going to be like way bigger than Felandia or Flealand. Flealand. But right now it's a little bit smaller. It's a little bit smaller. Especially when considering the fact that in Felandia I added that big new area, with all like the cherry blossom trees and stuff like that at a later date too. So I added a lot to Felandia over the years. The map's pretty freaking big. Alrighty. And so Carbon, or at Sophia Rainbow 1608, says, how many accessories have you planned to make on release? Do you have concepts of these accessories or no? I have over 100, I think it's like 106 or something right now. But a lot of these are coats, keep in mind, which are like different skins that you can get. But on release, I am aiming to have significantly more. I would like to have around 200. So yeah, I've been working myself. Yeah. I will say though, the accessories are a little bit, they're held to a little bit of a higher standard than Felandia. So as I'm playing Felandia, like, you'll see that the accessories and stuff like that, for the most part, are untextured. They're just, like, using, like, Roblox materials and stuff like that. For Wolf Story, we're kind of going with a more, like... And some people might like this, some people not, but we're going for a more, like, off-Roblox kind of style to it. So, like, I need to go and, like, texture every single accessory and, like, put it in Substance Painter and, like, paint it and everything, and it just takes a lot longer. But I'm hoping that the game can have a very unique look, hopefully. Oh my gosh, from that. I'm losing my voice. Alright, will Wolf Story have a storyline mode? It says Carbon, or at Sophia Rainbow 1608. Wolf Story is not going to have a storyline mode, but one thing that we do want to implement are these things called quest chains. We do want to implement quest chains, but it's not going to be for a little while because the programmer Ayu or Nyapa actually wants to make it so there's like a plugin that developers can use to kind of make trees so that they can make the quest chains easier without scripting them, which is great for people like me because I don't know how to code and I want to make stories, but I don't know how to code, so yeah, he's working on it. But there's not going to be like a story mode or anything. You're going to have to just go around and find your own stories. And like make your own stories too. Speaking of fish, will fishing become a feature in Wolf Story where we could fish? Says XX Jade XX or XX Parrots in there XX. Yes, fishing will become a feature in Wolf Story, and it's kind of, don't quote me on this too heavily, but I wrote up in the Trello page that we have going on for planning out the game. I kind of want it to work in a similar way to that one Wings of Fire game does on Roblox, where it's like a bar, and then you get to like, once you catch a fish, quote unquote, you have to like hit it inside of the bar to catch the fish, which I think is kind of cool. And then I also want you to be able to collect the fish, eat the fish, or sell the fish for money. And then I also want you to be able to find different like boxes rarely, which can have different accessories or things like that from fishing. But that's a whole update on itself. And then, so we have 3 more questions, and then I'm going to focus on giving out the wings. So Cyrilla says, or NPCs that you could hunt, maybe. Hunting, as I've said before, is planned to be in the game. There's going to be 3 different kinds of prey. There are going to be passive prey, neutral prey, and aggressive prey. The passive prey you're going to be able to basically just find in like the starter areas, like Whispered Woods and things like that. It won't interfere with roleplay at all. They'll just be like little guys that you can just like attack and then they just die and you can like maybe get some coins or something from it. They don't attack back or anything, and they're mostly for decoration and just to like make the world feel more populated, I guess. But then you got the neutral prey, which we're hoping to add into the future worlds, which you will attack them and they will attack back, which will be kind of neat. But then you also got the aggressive prey, and I'm not going to spoil too much, but the aggressive prey are going to have a very distinct vibe to them, and they're going to actually attack you. But they're only going to be found in very specific areas, so... But yeah, there will be NPCs that you can hunt. And one of them, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I'm planning to make these things, they're gonna be called Shadow Wolves, and lore-wise, I'm not gonna go too deep into what they are, but essentially there are like actual wolves that will be attacking you, and you're gonna have to fight back. So but yeah, in Whisper Woods, the map I was showing off earlier, there's not gonna be any aggressive mobs or anything. There's gonna be passive mobs eventually, but it's gonna be fairly chill. So Yoshi, XZU says, will there be kitsune accessories like tails? Right now there isn't but it is something I do kind of want to add. I was thinking about it earlier, so eventually I think I'm gonna add them in. And then 20 Rats says, will there be game passes? And if so, what would they be geared towards? So right now, there are no game passes that help you with gameplay. So like, it's not like Felandia where we have a game pass that increases the rare chest odds or things like that. The only game passes that exist in the game are, one of them is called the Founders Pack, which is basically for people who want to be like early supporters of the game and want to help with like advertisements and stuff like that. It's not really meant to give you like anything crazy in the game. You get like a little founder's badge and you get like a few accessories, but it's mostly meant to be like a support pack. And then there's going to be a few for like different like hybrids, like kind of like Sundown Island with like the raptor wolf and stuff like that, but there's nothing really that helps you with gameplay right now, is I guess what I'm trying to say. And then will there be a banned fandom list? I'm gonna tell you right now, there is not necessarily going to be a banned fandom list, but I do expect you guys to at least have some form of common sense, because I don't want a bunch of kids to be in the game and then you guys are making referencing like 18 plus characters. It's just not a good look. But that's mostly just going to be like enforced by our staff team, and kind of just up to, I guess the whole thing is it's going to be kind of up to common sense. Like if a staff member notices that somebody is cosplaying a character from an 18 plus fandom, then like they're probably going to let you know to like maybe just change out of that outfit. But like if I was going to go and make a giant banned fandom list, there probably would be like over 1,000 fandoms on there, so like I don't know. And then the last question before I start to give out these wings, and I'm gonna hate myself for this because I'm gonna have to give so many people these wings, but it's from Cyrilla, and they're asking, what about pups? Will you be able to pick them up? Right now, you can't pick up pups, and there's no custom pup model. But you can scale your character to be pup sized, and someday I want to implement the feature to pick up small characters. It just needs to be implemented very carefully, because I don't want people picking up fully grown adult wolves. I feel like that would be something. Like, I don't know. Mind you, though, that might actually be pretty funny. Okay, oh my gosh. So, as for giving people out the wings, I have no clue how I'm gonna give out. I would love just to go into both servers and just give them out to literally everyone, but to do so, there's like no command or anything like that. So I might have to like go and like give each person them individually. God, please. Oh god, okay. Anyways, in the superior server now, we were the inferior ones at first because there was only 8 of us, but now this server's full. If you guys come over here, let me find a good place for us to line up. I gotta find like a big flat land or something. Sorry guys, I'm bringing you everywhere. Okay, you know what? I think we're gonna go to the desert. We're gonna go to the desert. Because I feel like I'm losing you guys in like all like the foliage. We're going to the desert. We're going. Okay, we're going to the desert. It's gonna take me so long to give up these wings. It's gonna take me so freaking long. Why'd I add so much stuff in the desert? There's so many rocks. I just want like a flat spot. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stand here. I want you guys to line up, going forward and like over here, if you see my cursor. Line up around here. I don't see any of you guys lining up. I don't know what to say. I don't know how you guys are gonna get the wings if you aren't gonna line up. You gotta line up. I see some people behind me. You guys are gonna have to get to the line, or else I'm not gonna give you guys the wings. Something tells me that these guys aren't in the stream. Something is telling me that. I don't know what's telling me that, but something's telling me. Oh, they're following the group. Okay. I'm gonna have to copy and paste this so much. Let me just get like the code for the wings. I will tell you guys right now, these wings are literally called admin wings. Like in the character creator, they're called admin wings. So okay, so I think the command is give access. Okay. Let me just like give a thing I can copy and paste, and this is gonna be so bad. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is once you get your wings, please leave the line. I beg of you, please, because this is gonna get so chaotic. And if you're an even better citizen of Felandia, I ask you to leave the server maybe so that the other people can join. If you get the wings and then leave the server, then that is gonna be awesome. Because I want everyone to have the opportunity. Okay, we're starting up with this guy. Okay, I gave it to you, Flygon. Yep. Look at this. This is so sad. Okay, I gave them to you, Muzzled Canine. Oh no, Muzzled Canine is AFK or something. Did you not get them? Did you not? No, you got them. You got them. Okay, good. I left the server. Alrighty. Okay, Skeppy, I gave them to you. I like your Arceus cosplay. Loxy Wolf. I like your character too. I like the orange and blue colors. It's a really cool color scheme. Okay, Loxy. Get out of line. I gave you the wigs. There. I will say it in the— oh wait, but age restriction, they can't see it. Okay. I would feel bad if I just start to kick people whenever I give them their wings. I would feel bad. Okay, Oz. Is that a 0? Yeah, it's a 0. You guys are being— oh my god, look at the Calandras cosplay. I love it. It's like perfect. Okay, I gave them to you. I will repeat this in case some of you missed it. If you got the wings, you can be an awesome Felandian if you leave the server so your other friends can join. There we go. You guys are making some awesome characters. What the heck? I remember joining the game and everyone just looked kind of the same, but like you guys have really have gotten creative over the years. I feel like some people are seeing the notification and other ones aren't. I will let you know right now if anyone double dips and gets in the line twice, it's not gonna do anything the second time. I've had some sneaky buggers do that to me a few years ago, I remember. Unfortunately, if people don't get out of the line right away, I might have to start kicking them from the server. And I'm not doing it to be mean, I'm doing it because I want everyone to get the chance. Alrighty. Cool old bear. Man, I'm not even having you guys walk up to me anymore. I'm just going down the line. Level 920. Oh my gosh. That is a crazy... That guy's level 1,000. Oh. There. Level 1,000? That is insane. For all you people standing over there, I'm so sorry, but if you could leave the server to let some of your friends join, then that would be great. I feel like there should be like a Felandia leaderboard somewhere. Some of you guys are nuts. Even level 600, like that is crazy. And like, there's so many of you guys here that are like over level 100. Like even that's a big deal. You guys are dedicated. You guys are all being so polite, lining up. I'm so proud. So proud. I hope you guys like your wings. I don't know if we've given out the neon ones before. I know some admins from the good old days gave out the neon bat wings and stuff like that, but I don't know if we've given out the feather ones before. Some of your characters are insane. Level, oh my gosh, level 400? I like small characters. I will say, I love small characters so much. They're like my favorite. I already planned for my Wolf Story character to use the fox morph and to be really tiny and cute because annoying little insect. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I like that. That's great. Annoying little insect. Okay, honestly, I'll hand them out. Honestly, the line's getting pretty short. I'll hand them out. I'll stop at Seraphim or Feme, or please don't mind me butchering things. And then I'll see what time it is. I plan to maybe stop giving them out at around 8:30. I'm hoping so I can work on Wolf Story some more. So many of you guys are named, like, Kitty something. Probably giving a note to, like, at least 4 kitties. Okay. Rainbow Dragon. Okay, I will say, I will give them out until 8:30. So yeah, 4 more minutes. If you guys want to come in line. I just gave them out to Sarah right here, and 56 Juden has them. Can't remember. Did I give them out to Happeries? Here. I'm gonna do a little bit of dividing here. If you didn't get the wings yet, come over to me. Come over to me if you didn't get the wings. Didn't get them? There we go. Here. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not meaning to be so mean, and I don't want to ask you to get away, but I can't remember who I gave them to. Okay, it's Summers. Okay, everyone here got their wings. I'm giving them out for 2 more minutes. Oh, really? Happy's with me. He left as soon as the message popped by, and it didn't seem to have gone through. Huh. If he can join back into the server, then I can give it to him, but I'm not sure if I can give it to him while he's not, here. Yeah, Happy's. I'll give them to him. Honestly, the neon bat wings ever be given out? I'm not too sure, but maybe if I decide to do another live stream at some point. All right, 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Hello, King. Are you from the Owl House at any chance? I like your cosplay. You are from the Owl House. Alright, it's 8:30. Hi, can I have you already have neon wings. You have all the neon wings. Stop lying to me. Okay. It's been a long stream, and I'm sorry guys if I went on a few tangents here and there. I'm not the best live streamer. I can't remember if I gave them to you, Willow, but it's okay. It's 8:30. I'll hand them to you just to be safe. But yeah, thank you guys for coming so much, and honestly, I plan to do more of these. Yeah, I plan to do more of these. I'm thinking maybe every week, maybe every 2 weeks, I can just show you guys what I've been working on, but yeah, it was fun. Hello, Lippy. I like the neon wings you got going on there. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. If you guys have any questions, just submit them to Q&A. I'm going to create a little bit of a summary in the Discord server for anybody who couldn't attend. And I hope to see you guys next time, I guess. I mean, I hope there'll be more. I hope to not give it another 3 years before I start streaming again, but... Alright. See you guys. Bye.